What's up, champions? Welcome back to JetSurf Nation, your place where we test and review different jetboards and efoils. I'm very happy to report that after 5 years I completed the test of all available jetboards and efoils on the market. Yes, we tested everything. Now I'm a little bit sad because the industry is not producing new toys fast enough for us to test. Anyways, in this short video I'm going to show you what's coming up next year on the market. A lot of cool, exciting efoils are coming up, so I'm very excited to see them. These products are not available yet, so don't ask me if I tested them or if I'm going to test them soon. I don't think they're going to come out anytime soon, at least maybe in 2023 or even 2024. The first one is the biggest and most exciting one. Seadoo, it's a company that has been producing very popular jet ski. It has announced they're going to sell the new efoil called Seadoo Rise. I just checked it a few weeks ago and I saw the first reactions of the community. To be honest, it's a very mixed reaction. Some people are very excited about it, some people are not so excited, so let's dive in and quickly look what we have here. This is a Seadoo announcement. They made this website with this lady on top pushing the idea that anybody can ride it, even people with no experience in efoiling. They're not showing somebody doing radical jumps like other efoils. They're showing this lady with no experience pushing the idea that even your grandma can ride on it. So obviously they're going to target this not as a radical sport, more like a recreational watercraft for anybody to learn, which is really good if you are doing rentals. So before you laugh about this funny shape, which looks like something that came from 1970s, think about it. It can be really a good solution for people doing rentals, and this could be a key for mass adoption of efoils on the market. You know, guys, sooner or later regulations will come, and with more efoils sold, it's really good that big companies like Seadoo is jumping in and that is getting a piece of the pie of this market. Sooner or later, when these regulations are coming, it's good if these companies have our back, if they push for regulations and safe use and let efoils be legal in all of the countries. So the bottom line, I think it's really good that big companies like this are taking notice. Maybe even Yamaha sooner or later will join the party. Let's see. I think they're producing motors for Takuma, so I'm sure they're aware of this already. So this one is Seadoo Rise. You can see you can ride it on your knees, you can ride it sitting, and of course you can ride it elevated, standing up. This handlebar, to be honest, is the biggest controversy here. A lot of people are joking about this handlebar. To be honest, I never tried any efoils with a handlebar before, and I've been riding now 3 years, and not a single time I was thinking, well, I wish I had a handlebar. I really enjoy the hands-free riding, and I really don't need any sort of handlebar. However, if it's your first lesson, maybe it's making it much easier. Who knows? We will see about that. So before you dismiss this idea, let's give it a try, alright? So let's not dismiss this as a really dangerous or unnecessary. Some people say that you'll crash into this handlebar when you fall. Well, who knows? We'll see. It says coming 2024. This is a big disappointment, to be honest, guys. Why it has to take so many years if they already have prototype ready? I don't know. They will be a few years behind other players on the market, so I hope they speed up and release it much quicker than 2024. Who is making it? I think a Canadian company called BRP that is releasing electric motorcycles are going to make a hydrofoil, the Seadoo Rise. You can read more about it, but I think they're behind this design and this production. This is a very controversial design. Some people like it, some people really hate it. To be honest, it looks like a stand-up jet ski had a baby with an efoil and then this came out. It's very controversial look. I hope they will improve the look and make it more like streamlined and less boxy and bulky. This looks like a very heavy product. This is my main concern. You probably need a trailer or jet ski trailer to get this to the water because it must be really heavy with so much stuff going on. They have this retractable foil and the handlebar, and here is the promo video. You can see how it rides. It doesn't have any stabilizer, pay attention. It's very interesting. So it goes with this nose up style. It's really big. We'll see about that. Somebody went to the trade show and they saw how it looks close by. So you can see this is the actual product. It exists. This is a handlebar, battery compartment. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about the idea of closing compartment with screws. It's a bad idea. They should definitely improve and get rid of the screws and make the hatch to close it. No screws, please. This is the propulsion. Very interesting propulsion. It looks like a jet, but I think it's not a jet, it's just a shrouded propeller, which is very big and it's inefficient when you have so much going on there. But at the same time, it's good for regulations, because some countries like Canada, they don't allow open props. So this could be a key to get adoption in those countries as well. You can close the mast, which makes it smaller and probably easier to put in your car. So we'll see about that. To be honest, I'm very excited about this product. I cannot wait to try it myself. I think it could be a safe solution for people with no experience to get into the sport of efoiling as an entry-level board. If it's not super expensive, it can be a first step for somebody to get into efoiling by renting this one, and then he can upgrade to the proper efoil like Fliteboard or Lift and get a real efoiling experience hands-free without all these handlebars. So it's a win for me because it's a big company behind it with a big amount of dealer centers all around the world, and it's very important for servicing if you have a big network of dealers that will help you fix the issues if you have them. So this is very exciting, but unfortunately 2024 is not coming anytime soon. So let's check out what else we have here. Efoil. This one is more on the scummy side, shady side. This is obviously a Chinese product, but it's presented as United States company, which is based in California. It says in Fremont, California. I don't know about that. I cannot check or verify, but this looks super Chinese. This is a standard Chinese components. You know them, you see them all the time. What they're offering is very interesting. This is an efoil which has different lengths of the mast, so it can transform from a super short mast, which basically makes your efoil into a jet board, kind of. It's not really a jet board, it's going to be very slow, and you're not going to have any fun riding this for sure, because efoil is not efficient and powerful enough to ride without lifting. The whole point of efoil is to lift up and then you get good speeds and very cool rides. But if you're just flapping on the water surface, that's not going to be a jet board. It's going to be a very slow efoil. So let's be honest about that and not oversell it like it's a jet board. The rest of the things is just generic Chinese efoil, nothing exciting about it, but this idea they push is that you can bodyboard, you can sit, you can kneel, stand, ride and lift, but basically you can do this on any efoil. I don't see any revolutionary idea about this by offering this super short mast. This might be funny, but I'm not so sure about that, to be honest. They started this Indiegogo Kickstarter campaign for half the price, which they already got funded, so for sure they must get on the market sooner or later. they post some updates, so it's really not clear when it's going to be on the market. I asked them to test one, but they said no, you must buy one to test it, which is not something that I do. Anyway, this product is not something I'm excited about, but I wanted to share with you, as this is one of the options that is coming up on the market. What else we got? Level foils. This one is very interesting. This is a brand new innovative concept which has self-stabilizing efoil. In other efoils, you basically have to use your body to balance on the board, but this one should be self-stabilized, like, Segway or OneWheel. This is very controversial idea as well. When it was released to the public, a lot of people were against it, because in my opinion, they're solving the problem that doesn't exist. Efoils are very easy to learn, especially on the big boards, and most people learn in the first lesson or 2 lessons. So this is not something that it's really hard to learn, especially if you have a big wing and a big board. And making this self-stabilized kind of takes away the thrill of learning to efoil. Basically, the board will self-stabilize for you, which sounds good on paper, but I think for sure it adds more complexity to this product and makes it harder to produce. The board is really big, as you can see. It's massive board, massive wings. And what's also very important, it doesn't have any remote control, so you basically ride hands-free like OneWheel, which is really exciting, to be honest. I would love to try something like this. It has some sort of stabilization going on in the wings. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but you can see even a dog can ride it, which is really fun. It's a big board without any remote control. You can see it's self-stabilizing using the wing. It's a gyro, self-balancing in the wing. Sounds very exciting. I think it's an Israeli company. I talked to them a few times, but I'm not sure when this actually comes to the market, but this is something to look out for. Very exciting product. A board that can ride itself. Look at this. This is really cool and amazing. Unmanned flight in hydrofoils. Level foils. Remember this name. The next one today, we have hydroflyer. This one was announced last year, but they didn't go on the market for some reason. But I heard they're finally coming out on the market, maybe later this year or next year. Again, we have all this handlebar thingy, which again, I'm not so sure about. It looks kind of strange on the market. It's like a mix of efoil and stand-up jet ski, which looks really massive and bulky, but seems like it's very jumpy and easy to ride. This also reminds me of the product called FlyWay, which is made by David that we met a few years ago. He's from Slovenia. This is kind of electric jet ski with the foil above and also this handlebar, which is really fast. You can read more about it. It's really good for jumping. David is a big fan of jumping, radical riding. You can see you can jump really fast on this, really high. I don't know when it comes to the market, but this again, one exciting product to look out for. So back to hydroflyer. This one is not as radical as FlyWay for sure. It's like a big efoil with a big handlebar. But good news is that you can remove the handlebar and you can ride without it. There is a button called Build My Hydroflyer, and then you can even remove this handlebar if you don't like it. You can ride without it. And again, very interesting, they don't have a stabilizer wing, so they have only front wing. So this is something to pay attention to when you ride it. This should be a very different riding experience. Very jumpy. They always show the images of people jumping without any helmet, without any life vest, which I'm not a big fan of, because I always think that safety is most important when you're learning, especially when you're jumping and dealing with sharp wings and stuff like this. Anyway, I would never do this without a life vest and helmet, but it's cool that this guy is so cool that he doesn't need anything. Very exciting product. I look forward to test this one next year. I'm sure this is coming for sure. I already talked to some guys from the team, and next year I'm definitely be among first to try it out. Very interesting. This one is on the list of must try for sure. Experience of jumping with a big handlebar. Let's see about that. And finally, the last one for today. It's called Jetfoiler from Kai Concepts. This one was on my list for several years now. 4 years ago they released this website, even before Liftfoils were on the market. I remember this website with this orange yellow efoils. They're jet propelled, and unfortunately they didn't go anywhere. So 4 years ago the channel just stopped with no updates, so I thought they went out of business like many companies in this market. It's quite a difficult market, but I heard from eSurfer that they're actually still in business and they might be releasing the product sometime in future. It will be also jet propelled, so we'll be among first to try Jetfoiler in future, so keep an eye on this one as well. And finally, speaking of eSurfer, I always recommend you guys to check eSurfer forum, which is a great forum of our friend Andreas from eSurfer. It always has all the up-to-date information about all the brands, and it's much easier to find than all those messy Facebook groups that are always flooded with same question: Liftfoils or Fliteboard, which is better, which is best efoil. It's quite annoying and messy. This one is well structured and very easy to find all the information you need to learn more about efoils. And that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed our long video and excited to see all the cool new toys that are coming up on the market next year. Thank you so much for staying with me all these 5 years. It was a great ride. It was a pleasure to test all these products together, and I hope to see you again next season. Take care, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Cheers!